Hey guys, welcome back to my channel. Thank you for being here today. In today's video, I'm going to show you how to take these Mr. and Mrs. signs and turn them into beautiful glitter Mr. and Mrs. table signs. So stay tuned. Alright, so you're going to need a few things to achieve this beautiful look for the Mr. and Mrs. signs. You are going to need some Mod Podge. You're going to need some glitter. I went with silver for this table sign. You're going to also need a can of spray paint. Make sure whatever color glitter you're going to use, get the spray paint in the same color. So I chose silver spray paint for my Mr. and Mrs. sign, because as you can see on the back, I spray painted the front and the back and the sides, and then I just glittered the front. So that's why you need the matching spray paint. And then you're going to need some Mod Podge sealer top coat. And I just use this once I get all of the excess glitter off. I like to spray a couple coats on top just to seal in that glitter so it doesn't actually come off. And then you are going to need some foam brushes. Alright, let's go ahead and get started. Alright, so I was actually unable to speak for this part of the video because I do live in New York City, so I had to go in the stairwell of my apartment building to spray paint. But what you want to do is go in a well ventilated area, and you want to just start with one coat of spray paint on your letters, and then once your letters are dry to the touch, you want to add a second or third coat if needed. Alright, so I went ahead and spray painted my letters in the silver, and they look very nice. I spray painted the front here and the back. The back I'm going to leave exposed and not cover in glitter, because you're not really going to see the back when it's on the table up against flowers, but the front you will see. Now, if you notice, there are some little blemishes from where I tore off the newspaper, but that's okay. We're going to go ahead and cover those. So now I'm going to take my Mod Podge and one of my foam brushes, and I'm going to start with just one at a time. So I'll start with the ampersand first. This is a fresh bottle of Mod, so it's never been opened. Alright, and I'm just going to dip my brush in the Mod and just run it over the front part of my ampersand. Just a nice single even coat is all you need. Making sure I'm getting up to the very edge of the letter. Now I'm going to take my copier paper and just lay it flat on my newspaper. Take my silver glitter and I'm going to pour it. I didn't think that was open. Goodness. Oh. I feel like that's starting to dry already because it's such a thin coat that I put on, and I had to fool around with opening the glitter, so I'm going to add just a little bit more of the Podge. You want to make sure you have a window open, or do this in a well ventilated area, because the Podge is pretty strong, but this one here is actually a lot stronger. If you can see it, this one is your sealer. It's much stronger, so you definitely need to have a window open for that. All right, I got that repainted. I'm going to go ahead and sprinkle my glitter, and I just like to let my glitter fall onto a piece of copier paper so I can easily dump it on the next letter or dump it back into the bottle when I'm done. And just make sure you have all of the edges covered, and then you can set that to the side and do your next one. So I'm going to do my mister next, and the same thing. I'm going to just take my Mod Podge and just paint it on. You want to make sure you paint it on the front and not on the back, unless you want to do the back, unless you want to do both sides. I'm only doing the one side. And if you did manage to spill some on the sides like I did, you can just gotta go back and clean it up, but not worry about it too much, because A, no one's going to see that, but also Mod Podge dries clear. Alright, so I got that all painted. And again, I'm going to bring my copier paper back over. And glitter this one as well. And I think I see a little spot that I missed. You want to make sure you get all of the sides. And for sides, I mean like every little, up to the very edge. You don't want to leave the edges missing any Mod Podge or anything. No blank spots. And I'm just going to pour my glitter on here. And I don't like to dump off the glitter until it's actually dry. Once it's dry, then I dump my glitter off. Just making sure I get every inch covered. Now this looks like it's a lot of glitter and it's going to be very messy, but as I said before, we're going to cover the front in the sealer here. So once you seal it in the front, it's actually not going to be messy at all. So what I'm going to go ahead and do is grab another piece of the copier paper, because I have no more room on this one to do my Mrs. sign. So I'm going to grab some more paper, do that sign, and then I will be back to shake off the excess glitter. Alright, so I actually forgot to record the part where I dumped the glitter off of the letters, but I basically just dumped it off the letters and back into the jar from the copier paper, And now I am back in the stairwell of my apartment building, spraying the top of the letters with the Mod Podge top coat sealer. Alright, so after I finished spraying the Mod Podge top coat sealer, I just went ahead and let my letters dry for about 24 hours. And as you can see, they came out beautifully. And there's also no glitter shedding because I did spray the top coat with the Mod Podge sealer. So I actually have more of these letter sets, as you saw in the beginning of the video. I'm going to do a set in gold and then another set in rose gold. And I will be using these at various weddings and style shoots. Alright, so that is it for this video. If you liked it, please be sure to give it a thumbs up. And if you have any questions, leave them in the comments below. Please make sure to subscribe and hit the notification bell. Thanks for watching. I hope you all have a beautiful and blessed day.